Welcome, welcome, one and all. It's weird to think that for 2 full years, we thought Stranger Things was gone forever. Who could have guessed that 4 years on, we'd be getting a second chapter? I'm sure no one did, because Vecna didn't exist yet. Is it weird that we got a second Stranger Things killer and a second Vecna all in one go? For the duration of this video, I'm going to be referring to the Grutish Freak as either Henry or the First. For 2 reasons. 1, we already have a Vecna. 2, saying Vecna the Second would get annoying for me. And 3, this fraud ain't my Vecna. Fraud allegations aside, I've had a lot of fun playing with Henry. Wait, his power's fun, his add-ons are okay, and his perks are all genuinely interesting. That being said, like every new killer nowadays, his power can be pretty confusing, even with the power description the game gives us. Now, if you'd be so gracious, before we get into the breakdown, leave a like and subscribe. Even if you don't end up enjoying the video, you should do it. Trust me, you should. The First is a very basic killer. His terror radius is 32 meters large, the average terror radius size. His height is listed as average, right? And interestingly enough, he moves at a speed of 4.4 meters a second, slower than the average killer, putting him on par with Huntress, Deathslinger, Hag, and maybe Spirit. I don't remember what Spirit's movement speed is. The first power is Test Subject 001 and is broken down into 3 parts. The first part, Vine Attack. Functioning as the active ability, Vine Attack will summon a little circle before Henry, working as the area of effect for his power. Releasing the active ability button will bring forth a group of vines to yank at survivor ankles. Catching a survivor within a Vine Attack will grant them 1 World Breaker token. Adding on to that, Vine Attack has a 3-second cooldown, making it very forgiving, as well as a generous range, a range of which I'm not sure. The second part of his power, the Upside Down and the Undergate. Using the active ability button will pull Henry into the ground, putting him into a burrowed kind of state. This is technically putting him in the Upside Down. We really don't have good Upside Down representation in the realm. While traversing the Upside Down, you gain a sharp increase in movement speed, moving from 4.4 meters a second to 8 meters a second, just faster than Dracula's bat form. While in this form, you can also slide underneath pallets, through windows, and weirdly enough, breakable walls, which I respect. You also cannot be stunned, you gain the undetectable stats effect, and it has an unlimited duration. Pressing the basic attack button will force you out of your burrow state and unleash the Undergate attack, creating an area of effect that grows over a short period of time. That, when finished, will summon a swarm of tentacles to grab at survivor ankles. Survivors caught within the radius of the Undergate attack, a very rare occurrence, mind you, will be granted 2 World Breaker tokens. And to end this on an important note, both the Vine and Undergate attack have systems in place when in proximity with the hook. So, don't try to camp with the Henry. Finally, for your main event, World Breaker and the Grandfather Clocks. For every 2 tokens a survivor gains, World Breaker activates. Unless that survivor has reached 4 tokens, then World Breaker will activate whenever hit with a Vine or Undergate attack. World Breaker has 2 phases. The first phase is at maximum 60 seconds and is malleable. The second phase is also 60 seconds, but is unchangeable. World Breaker's duration is based on the number of survivors within the trial. Now, quick note, the following numbers are not 100%. These are a combination of what little information is available to me at the time of editing and me squinting at my monitor screen. With 4 survivors, its duration is 120 seconds. With 3, it's 105 seconds. With 2, 90 seconds. And with 1, 75 seconds. Like I said, numbers could be wrong, but that's what I believe it to be. World Breaker's duration will be displayed as a cute little clock at the top of the screen. Survivors are capable of speeding up the timer by interacting with any of the 4 grandfather clocks that spawn around the map. Another important note, interacting with World Breaker clocks will not remove World Breaker tokens. There are currently no ways to remove World Breaker tokens outside of select killer add-ons. While World Breaker is active, Vine Attack and Undergate Attack will injure and or down any survivor caught within the radius of the abilities. And on the final note of the power, if a survivor has 4 World Breaker tokens and is caught by the Vine Attack or Undergate Attack, they'll be placed into a Mind Broken state, which allows you to perform Mind Break, which is in fact Henry's very own Mini Mori. Like every killer, the first comes with many add-ons. Also, like every killer, most of them are uninteresting. So instead of going over all of them here, I'm gonna go over my favorites and allow you to explore the rest when he releases on the live servers. Stained Glass Mural. While upside down traversal is on cooldown, breaking pallets and walls decreases the cooldown by 12 seconds. A very simple and strong add-on. It'll function very smoothly on its own, and of course be enhanced by any sort of pallet-based build. Orderly ID. While out of World Breaker mode, the Vine Attack's aiming range is increased by 2 meters. Another common add-on, like Stained Glass Mural, very simple and very strong, not super interesting beyond its strength. Bloody Roller Skate. When activating the Undergate Attack, the killer gains a 20% haste status effect for 2 seconds upon exiting. My personal favorite of his add-ons simply makes the transition from traversing the upside down to floating awkwardly feel far smoother and less punishing. Broken Skateboard. When World Breaker mode starts, the killer's vault speed is increased by 30% for the next 60 seconds. It's such a basic and fun add-on. I absolutely love vault speed add-ons. I love vault speed builds. I love Unbound. Remove haste stacking behavior, you goddamn chest piece. The Vine Attack has 2 charges, and its attack radius is diminished by 35%. Upside down ability cooldown activation time increased by 15 seconds. A very interesting and poorly worded add-on. It's not good at all, with full 2 downsides, but it's just so much fun. The Stark difficulty increase makes his power far more engaging to use, in my opinion, and I bet if you become a master of Vecna, it could be really good. But it probably isn't. Turn back the clock. After hooking a survivor, for 40, 50, 60 seconds, press ability button 1 to make a target generator within 20 meters explode, lose 10% of its progress, and start regressing. I'm gonna take an early guess here and say this one will become very, very popular. Basically, an automated Pop Goes the Weasel. It's very strong. I can definitely see this becoming the surge of M2 killers. Secret Project. When a totem is blessed or cleansed, block a random, unblocked generator for 20, 25, and 30 seconds. When one or more generators becomes blocked, you gain the undetectable status effect for 30 seconds. Pretty niche, but still pretty good. It will obviously have good synergy with any sort of hex build, but I honestly didn't use it that much, so I don't have that much input on the perk. Just pretty fun. Hex Hive Mind. The first time you hook a survivor, a Dull Totem becomes a Hex Totem. Generators are highlighted. The intensity of the generator's aura reveals their repair progress. When one generator remains, all remaining generators explode, lose 6, 8, 10% progress, and start regressing, and the Hex Totem becomes a Dull. Arguably, the best perk of the lot. While its secondary effect is whatever, its primary effect of revealing generator auras is just so good. It's so good. If that was the only effect this perk had, it would still be an absolutely insane perk. Overall, this is a great set of perks. All of them are fun, have great build potential, and really don't need any changes. Which feels wrong to say, but given the fact that this chapter was delayed by 3 months, I'm glad I can say that. Like I said at the start of the video, I think the first is a very fun killer. However, I do think his balancing is quite a bit wonky, and I do think his power requires some minor tweaking. So, what would I change about him? The biggest issue with Henry stems from his Vine Attack, which can be just a bit overwhelming while in chase. This is something I think can be addressed fairly easily by either A, reducing the area of effect of the vine attack by a small amount, somewhere between 5 and 10% should be more than enough, or B, increasing the recovery after using the vine attack by anywhere between 0.5 to 1.5 seconds. The other issue I have with Henry is his Undergate attack feeling very clunky and underwhelming. Like I said in passing earlier, hitting any conscious individual with this attack is a pipe dream. I don't think it should be easy to hit, but it should be an actual threat, or any sort of threat. My suggested change is very simple, increasing the movement speed when using the Undergate attack by just about 5 to 7%. I think that should be fast enough to catch any survivor not paying attention without punishing the ones who are paying attention. And with that, we're at the end of the video. I hope this video was informative for you all. I want to hear your thoughts, both on the killer and my proposed changes for him, in the comments down below. And like always, like and subscribe. That is a threat. And on that note, with nothing else left to add or say, adios.